Hey YouTube, Pastor Bacon here with a quick update video on everything that you need to know about Wipe 5 for Dark and Darker in under 5 minutes. First things first, Wipe is on April the 10th. So of course that's when the game actually will wipe. The things that actually wipe are not related to anything with cosmetics or anything like that. It's only specifically your character's gear, your character's level, but not your character's names. You would keep all your character's names. They just would be reset to level 1 and they would have no gear in their stashes. Now, another thing is on April the 3rd, that is the last day for all things with religion, with the religion tab, and then also getting your AP rank. So that is the deadline for if you want to get demigod or whatever rank you want to get. April 3rd is the deadline. Also, because there is not a loss in AP currently, they changed it recently, you can get a free 200 AP simply for just getting to the Inferno level. So there is a current community method of farming AP very simply by buying just a cheap two-handed weapon, simply because weapons give the most amount of gear score, to get into the lower AP bracket of 124 or 125 plus, and then going down to Inferno 2 levels, dying, and then you get 200 AP because it's 100 AP simply for taking a red portal. Rinse repeat this multiple times and you will be farming AP very quickly. Also, my personal method, if you want to copy what I've been doing, is to simply loot the Inferno module you spawn in if it specifically has good loot options. If not, take the 200 method, go ahead and take your 200 AP and reset. Or if it's a module that you can easily clear, fill up your inventory with as much high quality gear and sellables that you can, and then just simply take the first blue that you can find. I found that this has actually been netting me anywhere from 400 to 600 AP in around 10 minutes. I find with this method I can get down into the Inferno, loot a module, get out within 5 to 10 minutes. And so this method isn't quite as fast as the other option. However, I find that I like this and prefer this option because it allows me to gain gold simultaneously in addition to AP. You'd actually be surprised how much money I've made simply by merchanting the random gear that I pick up in Inferno. Here's another couple dates for you. March 31st to April the 7th. This is the End of Wipe event. Many of you have been asking questions, and I've seen this posted in the regular Discord. When are artifacts allowed in Arena? This is the time. March 31st from April the 7th, you can bring in any quality gear into Arena. Currently, you can already bring in any gear that is not minted. In addition to this, on April 31st, you'll also be able to bring in any unique grade items, even if they're not yours, and they will not be lost. And so if you have purchased an artifact or if you have one minted, either way, you can bring that into Arena starting on the 31st until April the 7th. Also, if you haven't heard, there are party score restrictions with Arena now. You need to be within 390 MMR of your friends' characters to be able to queue together. And so I would prepare currently by getting all your characters' levels to the level that you need now while Arena is open and artifacts are not in the game, so that you can play with your friends with your artifacts or your unique grade gear. Now let's talk a little bit about upcoming content and specifically how to get ahead in the next wipe. Just as a bonus, I'm very excited about Iron Mace talking about this new gathering hall idea. They are talking about having rentable gathering spaces, to use Terry's words, a time where basically where the dungeon's being so intense, you have a chance to breathe, relax before the next raid. I think we need more of these social spaces because I find that they're very healthy for this game. Also, I want to talk about there's a very good chance that we will not see the trading post or the marketplace open for almost a month at the beginning of the next wipe. I think this was inspired by the community talking about a solo self-found mode, and so it seems that they're actually taking that into account and maybe even possibly testing this by delaying the duration of how long it would take to get to the marketplace. If you do not know what solo self-found, basically as it sounds in the name, this is going to be gear that you have only found yourself. There is no way to trade your gear with other players, so therefore all the gear that you obtain is something that you have found on your own. In fact, I would actually like to see a solo self-found mode added to the game permanently, but we'll talk about more of that in a future video. And speaking on how to get you ahead during the next wipe, I want you to understand that this is the time to hit the ground running with HR. Maybe you don't like High Roller, and maybe it's a little bit too intimidating, but you should get into High Roller. This is going to be the best way to get ahead, to get the best gear, because that is where the best gear drops. It's in High Roller, especially the lower levels of High Roller. This is specifically the time that you should be practicing how to clear nightmare mobs, clearing rooms efficiently, especially if you're brand new to the game. There's no better time to learn these things than at the beginning of a wipe. Everyone's poor. Everyone's been reset to the same amount of wealth. So this is your chance to try to catch up to seasoned players. I'll try to do my part and help guide you guys the best I can with early wipe videos, targeting the things that are your biggest struggles of whatever you may be facing. This could be mob clearing videos, class-specific tutorials, or whatever else you guys would like to leave in the comment section below so that I can go ahead and start pre-planning these videos. And as promised, there is your full update and everything that you need to know in under 5 minutes. I'm looking forward to what Iron Mace has cooked up for us this next wipe. I'm excited to see what new content they have planned, and to see how Dark and Darker the game and the community grows over the next couple months. If you guys are liking the content that you're seeing on the channel, consider leaving either a like, subscribing, or my personal favorite, commenting below so that we can have a short dialogue. Once again, thank you guys for all the love and support that you've shown the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Descend the crypt, shadows creep, treasure gleam, skeletons awake, it ain't just a dream. Armor clinks loud, hearts pound supreme, danger lurks around, a sinister scheme. Tar pits bubble, floors start to shake, wizards throw flames, every step's a mistake.